The boy pointed his gun at his mother, but his mother thought he was playing with a fake gun. What he didn't know was that it was a real gun. The boy was also loaded with a bullet. The boy saw that his mother ignored him, so he slowly pulled the trigger in anger. Fortunately, there was no bullet in this shot. His mother saved her life, but the danger was not eliminated. The boy kept walking in the living room with a gun in his hand. At this time, he saw his mother, who had finished making a phone call. The boy fired a shot directly at her. Fortunately, it was another shot. However, his father did not realize that he had almost lost his wife. But he disliked her delaying the adults to talk about business, so he let the boy go out to play by himself. But this accidentally released a time bomb. Soon, the boy found his target again. He pointed his gun at an uncle. Obviously, the boy thought it was just a fake gun, and he cooperated with him to make a surrender gesture. He even praised the boy's toy gun as real. The boy saw that the boy was very cooperative and did not shoot. In this way, he passed by the dead god. Then, the boy took his gun to look for the prey. At this time, his uncle found that his gun was switched. He realized that the boy would cause a big fire at any time, so he immediately drove out to look for it. But at this time, the boy was completely finished. He even loaded a bullet into his gun. The probability of firing a bullet was doubled. Then he rode on a wooden horse. He imagined that he was a handsome cowboy. He pulled the trigger in his hands again and again. When he saw that the next shot was about to fire, a little girl came over and insisted on grabbing his wooden horse. The boy and the girl discussed to let his daughter play for a while, but the boy didn't agree. The boy had no choice but to force her down. The boy was angry. He began to slowly pull the trigger in his hand. Fortunately, he fired before firing. The lucky boy didn't know that he had just played 2 Russian turntables. Then, the boy walked into a crowded supermarket. He saw a little boy loading bullets into his toy gun, so he also started to shoot. But the scary thing is that this time, the boy loaded the magazine directly. As long as you shoot, you will inevitably cause a big fire. Fortunately, the boy's mother arrived at the supermarket in time, but she looked around and didn't find her son. However, as soon as she turned around and left, the boy appeared behind the shopping cart. This is a salesman who came to say hello to the boy. As long as the salesman makes friends with the boy, he will die at any time. Fortunately, the salesman saw the cute boy and fed him 2 candies. The boy was very satisfied and let him go. Then the boy continued to stroll around with a gun. But he happened to meet the couple just now. Just when the boy was about to shoot, a little boy came over and played a shooting game with him.